It's not about what you make. It's about what you save, invest, and keep. Now, I know you're tired of hearing this age-old financial wisdom, but the truth is the truth. You're going to continue to hear it until it is permeated in your consciousness, because you have to understand there are so many temptations designed to separate us from our money on a daily basis. You need to have the armor to defend yourself from these vices and from these desires. What I've learned is that man's desires are never satisfied. So there's always going to be something to tempt you. But before I get all philosophical and stuff, let's check out some of the numbers. The numbers are that over 1 in 3 Americans who make 100K or more a year say that they live paycheck to paycheck. Guys, that's ridiculous, because 100K is a lot of money. Y'all never going to convince me that 100K is not a lot of money. Y'all tripping. Surprisingly, this struggle spikes for very high earners. About 40% of households making between 300 and 500K report living this way. That is absolutely ridiculous. You're almost making $500,000 and you're still struggling from paycheck to paycheck. Your tastes are too expensive. Let's continue. Lifestyle creep. As people earn more money, their spending habits usually rise at the exact same pace. They buy larger homes, luxury cars, and take more expensive vacations, leaving no extra cash at the end of the month. They also assume that cash flow will continue forever, so they set no monthly budgets, they set no restraints, because they're so used to getting a huge paycheck. Guys, let's chop down the fable a little bit. First, let's start with some story time. I know an individual, I'm not going to say any names, who owns business, right? Let's be really vague here. This individual just invested into a watch. While the business itself is barely making ends meet, the business itself is still in massive amounts of debt. Yet you're wearing a watch and then you're strutting around here like you're making the big money. Guys, see, like I said earlier in the video, man's desires will never ever be truly satisfied, because as long as a man is living, the longer a man will have desires and vices and things that creep up. We pray for the armor against these things. We pray for the self-restraint and the self-control in order to be measured in the way that we consume these desires. What I have a problem with, especially with certain individuals that come on my channel, it really cracks me up. I want to reference that individual who was saying, if I was making 100K, I would buy a car closely related to the amount of money that I'm making. It showed me how asinine that people's thought processes are when it comes to making more money means you need to buy more expensive things. That is crazy that you assume that people will all have the same type of taste. People have different priorities in their life. People have different things that they value. People have different things that they want their money to go and affect. My family's future, my wife's future, my children's future, all of that stuff matters more to me than some watch on my wrist. I don't care to impress you guys. I love y'all. But I don't care to impress the next man or woman or co-worker or people watching my channel. I could care less about trying to flex for you all, because flexing is not where my priorities lie. My priorities lie in the education for my children and my wife's comfort for my legacy. That's what matters to me. Not a freaking car that's going to break down and needs to be babied all the time. None of that stuff matters to me. So I keep trying to tell individuals the impact. It doesn't matter what you're making. I know people who are living on $60,000 and $70,000 and $80,000, living like kings and queens, because they have self-control, they have restraint, they have the resilience, they have the discipline to manage the money that they have. None of you guys are going to sit here and convince me that 100K is little money. You just have little resilience. You have little control. You have no control. You're out of control with your spending. Another thing is too, we always put so much emphasis on, oh, I need to make more, I need to make more, I need to make more. I always tell individuals who watch my channel, find the amount that works for you, your family, and your lifestyle, and then maybe make a little bit above that, maybe make, in a comfortable range, and then live like no one else. Because when you're making what fits your lifestyle, you don't have to overstress for it. You don't have to take on all this overtime because you got bills out the wazoo. Because you got bills and all this crazy, you got too much house, you got too much car, you got too much credit card debt. So now you have to be a slave to your job, you're a slave to debt, you're working to pay for your enslavement because you have no self-discipline and no self-control. I'm making a video right now where I'm going to correlate fitness to my financial habits, and I cannot wait to make that video because there are so many things that go on before an individual arrives to this point as to where they think that materials and spending all their money will validate them and give them some essence of life. You got to think bigger than that, guys. But it just baffles me that people always say, more money in this economy, pay me more for my job, pay me this, pay me that. You need to fix the root cause. And the root cause is that you're spending too much money and your money is out of control. You have no discipline when it comes to your money. I always challenge individuals who say they don't make enough or that there's no money. I always challenge them this. Go check your bank statement. What is your bank statement saying that you're spending money on? If you're looking at your bank statement, your financial report card every month, and it's genuinely tight, all right, now we need to improve the skills, maybe get a side hustle, maybe start uploading on YouTube or make some content or create a side business, because now we do got to get your income up until you can naturally and organically progress up in what you're doing now. Fine. But that's not the case for a lot of individuals, guys. That is not the case for a lot of individuals. People out here are just financially illiterate. Just like the commenters who said, oh man, if you make all that money, you're going to go buy a more expensive car because you have options, you have control. Financial literacy and financial freedom, it's not about restraint. It's not about budgeting. It's not about survival dressed up as wisdom. Nah, it's called self-discipline. You should go learn it. Because you make 100K doesn't mean you need to go buy a 90K car. That is absolutely financial idiocy, in my personal opinion. Take it how you will. But I need you guys to really understand, man. You get that promotion. You get that side business popping off. Guys, all my YouTube money, you want to know where my YouTube money goes? It goes to my savings. It goes to my emergency fund. If you see me hustling on YouTube, that's because I'm hustling for the future. I'm not putting all my eggs into one basket because anything could go at any time. So you got to be smart about the way that you get the money that you get. Your high income earning job could disappear tomorrow as well. They could let you off. You could be in the first wave of layoffs. You can be in YouTube could demonetize you tomorrow. You've got to think about the future. I know that shiny new car is looking good. I know you want them Jordans. Or in this case of the individual that I know you want to show off a Rolex for some reason. It's cool. It's fine. Whatever. You do what you got to do. But for me and mine, we are going to promote financial restraint. We're going to promote financial positivity because it's too tempting and too easy in today's world to fall into the trap of trying to spend as much as you earn. That's all we've been taught our entire life. Just spend it. Spend what you earn. So like I told you guys, we're not just going to talk about the bad. Some of the solutions are check your financial bank statement. See if where you're spending your money is where you really say that you're spending your money, because it may not be an income problem. It may be a money management problem. It may be a behavioral problem. Check your bank statements. If it is an income problem solely, find ways to increase your skill set. Find ways to be of more service to individuals and people. For me, I'm going to continue to offer so much of this financial wisdom, advice, motivation, and heck, y'all, we're even going to start opening up maybe some online coaching, some online fitness coaching, because I want to get back into my fitness game. And there's been so many of you guys asking me to share my fitness routines and all of that. I might start one-on-one coaching again, guys. You never know. Y'all let me know if y'all be interested in that down in the comment section below. Find ways to use your skills to pay the bills, all right, if that is the case. But for the rest of us, as you can see, 100K, 200K, 300K, 400K, 500K. It's not saving individuals from the lack of financial responsibility. You can make $500,000, and because of your lifestyle creep, you can still feel as though you're making 20, 30, 40, or 50. And no knock to any individual making some of those amounts. Of course, we want to get the lower end up. But hey, 50K, I've seen people living decent lives on 50K. Y'all got to start believing in the lives out here. I do know cost of living in area and locale. I know that all affects it. I get that. And there we go. You know, if you live in LA, you live in New York, clearly you got higher cost of living and standards than other individuals. 20 an hour in like LA and New York is like poverty, apparently, right? I don't live in those places, so I don't know. But you have to know the area that you live in and then adjust accordingly. But even with that, I say this: hey, sometimes you might have to move. You want a better quality of life? Maybe you can't live in New York. Maybe you can't live in LA. If you're not willing to put in the work that's required to live in those specific places, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but what do you want me to do about it? I don't know, guys. It's not about what you earn. It's about what you keep. And the quicker that people start to learn this, the quicker that a lot more people are going to be financially literate. I mean, wow, 40% of high income earners earning 300 to 500K are still living paycheck to paycheck. Let that sink in. Man, if you let me earn 300K, if I earn 300K, man, do you guys know how I'm over here? I do well for myself now. I save great now. I invest great now. But could you imagine if I was making that type of bread? Man, y'all better watch out. But God bless all of you guys. Thank you for supporting the content. Watch this area, man. It don't matter what you're making, guys. It matters to a degree, but ultimately the reality takes over. God bless y'all. Run the likes up, hit the subscribe button. We're out of here.